On Arbor Day 2017, Mayor Steve Patterson and Deputy Service Safety Director Ron Lucas went to Morrison Gordon Elementary for the school's Earth Day celebration, which coincided with Arbor Day.
Moving on. We're here today to celebrate Earth Day. All things great about our world, right? Yeah. A big part of the earth are trees. Right, so we're going to do something today. We're going to combine our celebrations. We're going to have Earth Day, but we're also going to celebrate Arbor Day. Trees are a very important part of our environment. When you come with me later on, we'll talk about trees. I think there's another station that's set up that's going to talk about trees. So we're going to learn a lot about trees today.
Mayor Patterson proclaimed the day and its activities in celebration of Arbor Day.
Now, therefore, I, Steve Patterson, the mayor of the city of Athens, Ohio, do proclaim April 21st, 2017 as Arbor Day in honor of our city and to urge all citizens to observe this day and support our city's urban forestry program. Thank you, you guys.
Students at Morrison Gordon Elementary witnessed the planting of 2 new honey locust trees right in front of their elementary school.
So now the tree's going to have really healthy soil to grow in. Does that make sense? Yeah. Do you want the trees to grow in bad soil? Do you want the trees to grow in good soil? Yeah, so that's what we're doing here.
Deputy Service Safety Director Ron Lucas taught students at Morrison Gordon Elementary how to identify certain trees as a part of the school's Arbor Day Earth Day activities. To help the students identify trees, Mr. Lucas explained how to use tree guides and then demonstrated their use to the students.
When we're looking at a tree, the first thing I'm going to ask is it deciduous or coniferous?
It's deciduous.
This is a deciduous tree, so that helps me out. So I can look at the leaf. A lot of people can look at bark, like in the wintertime. They can look at the bark or the stems and know what kind of tree it is. I can't. I'm not that good at tree ID in that term. So I use a guide. And as I use the guide, I learn more and more about different trees, and I know how to identify more and more. So it's really helpful. And so the big thing is if I'm looking at our tree guide, it's going to ask me questions. Does the tree bear cones and have leaves that are needle-like?
No.
No. So we eliminated a third of the trees right there pretty much.
Wow.
Does the tree bear cones that are sometimes berry-like and have leaves that hug the twig and are scale-like or all-shaped?
No. Well, it has berries.
No, it does not. Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Does the tree have leaves that are flat and thin?
Yes.
Yes, all right. So now it tells us to go to 7A. Let's go to 7A. Are the leaves simple, one blade attached to the stalk?
No. That's 3.
It's not. This is the end of the twig, and it's multiple leaves growing. Or are the leaves compound, more than one blade attached to a single stalk or petiole? No. So, like I said, the honey locust. So does the leaf look like that, or like more like that? More like that. Okay. Or are the uniquely fan-shaped leaves?
No.
If you see that, it's going to tell you right now, it's going to take you to the page that says ginkgo. If you see a leaf like that, it's a ginkgo. Very unique leaf. So this is not a ginkgo tree. So 7B, it tells me to go to 7B. Are the simple leaves opposite, 2 leaves that are directly across from the other? Or are they simple leaves that are alternate? Well, sometimes you have to look at the branch. So the twig structure, so that is opposite from that one, okay? And as this branch grows out, these leaves will be opposite from each other. So if we come back out here in a couple weeks, as this tree gets more bloom to it, see how those 2 leaves that are starting are opposite?
Yeah.
So that's a tell, okay? So they are opposite. We go to 18A. So again, it's really simple to do. Can you mess it up? Yep, you can. But I know the answer to this tree, so I can say, do the leaves have 3 to 5 lobes, which are like, projections, or do the leaves look like heart-shaped, or are the leaves entire with toothy edges? Now, they have lobes, right? That tells me one thing really fast, that this tree has lobes. It's either a maple or an oak.
As a part of their Earth Day celebrations, students at Morrison-Gordon Elementary got to learn about their local ecosystems by studying birds with the Soil and Water Conservation District.
In a time gone by, farms used to have fence posts that were wood, and the woodpeckers would excavate those out, and they would also use those fence posts. And now we use metal posts, so that doesn't work anymore either. Also, we have some invaders known as the European starlings. And wherever we've had hollows in a tree, the starlings often come along and they usurp or take out the birds that are already in there. And so the European starlings have made it very, very difficult for our red-headed woodpecker population and some of the other woodpeckers. So what do we do to help them out? Well, we build bird boxes. And in this case, this is a typical bluebird box. There are many, many different birds that will use boxes like this, but depending on what birds you want to attract, it means the style of the box that you use. For our bluebird—
This has been your Arbor Day Recap. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Zach Shrivers, reporting for the Government Channel.